So you're a Shopify merchant in the Netherlands, and you might have noticed something, well, kind of terrifying recently. The ideal payment option, the most important one, is just vanished from your checkout. Look, you're not going crazy, and you're definitely not alone. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly why this happened and, more importantly, how you can fix it. Let's dive in.
You're looking at your settings, you're looking at your live store, and poof, iDEAL is just gone. It's super frustrating, it's confusing, and honestly, it's hitting a ton of merchants right now. So let's get to the bottom of what is actually going on here.
Okay, first things first, this isn't some random bug, and it's not something you did wrong with your settings. This was a deliberate and very quiet change made by Shopify itself.
Here's the deal. The reason iDEAL has disappeared is because Shopify has quietly rolled out a brand new set of rules for who gets to offer it. And the key word there is quietly. They didn't make a big announcement, which is why so many store owners have been caught completely off guard by this.
And just to be crystal clear, this has nothing to do with iDEAL itself. The company behind iDEAL, Currents, they've confirmed their rules haven't changed at all. Nope, this is 100% an internal policy change from Shopify.
So what is this new policy?
Well, for new stores or even smaller ones, it basically boils down to a frustrating waiting game. You now have to jump through some pretty specific hoops to get iDEAL back online.
And here are those new hoops. First, your store has to be on a paid plan for more than 90 days. Then, you need to have processed over 100 orders. And on top of all that, you have to keep a nearly perfect record, with a chargeback rate below 1%. Let's just be blunt here. If you're a new business, Shopify has effectively blocked you from using the single most popular payment method in your country.
This isn't just a little inconvenience. This is a direct hit to your bottom line. Let's really dig into why taking iDEAL away is such a massive problem, especially in the Dutch market. To really get why this is a huge deal, you have to understand the Dutch market. iDEAL isn't just another payment option. It is the payment option. We're talking about a staggering 70% of all online transactions.
Just let that number sink in for a second. 70%. By not offering iDEAL, you are essentially turning away 7 out of every 10 people who are ready to give you their money. It's just a brutal statistic. The fallout from this is immediate, and it's severe. Your checkout conversion rate is going to tank. For a lot of Dutch customers, not seeing that familiar iDEAL logo is a giant red flag. It just feels sketchy, and it kills trust. And all of that together, it just slams the brakes on your growth before you even get started.
Oh, and if you happen to run a subscription business, well, you've just been hit with a double whammy. Because even if you do eventually meet all of Shopify's new requirements, Shopify Payments still doesn't support recurring payments with iDEAL and SEPA. So you're pretty much stuck no matter what.
Okay, so that's the problem. It's a big one, no doubt. But here's the good news. You do not have to wait 90 days. You do not have to sacrifice your business model. There is a way to get iDEAL back on your store, like right now.
Let's just lay it all out. You basically have 2 paths forward. In one corner, you've got Shopify Payments with its new waiting period and all its limitations. And in the other corner, you have the alternative, EasyPie Checkout. I mean, the difference is pretty stark, right? We're talking instant access, no order minimums, and full support for subscriptions.
So what exactly is EasyPie Checkout? Well, think of it as a specialized checkout for Shopify that plugs directly into Stripe. By using Stripe's powerful payment system instead of Shopify Payments, it completely bypasses those new restrictions, and honestly, it unlocks a whole lot more flexibility.
So, benefit number 1, and this is the big one, you get iDEAL back the second you set it up. No waiting period, no order minimums. Problem solved. Just like that.
Benefit number 2. Remember that subscription nightmare we were just talking about? Yeah, this completely solves it. You can finally offer those recurring payments with iDEAL and SEPA, which is something Shopify's own system just can't do.
And here's a nice little bonus for your wallet. You know how Shopify sometimes adds an extra transaction fee if you use an outside payment provider? Well, EasyPie is structured to help you avoid those extra platform commissions. You just pay the standard Stripe processing fees.
And look, this isn't just about getting iDEAL back. You also unlock other huge European payment methods like Bancontact, SEPA, and Klarna. All of a sudden, you have the power to sell across borders without any of that payment friction.
Ultimately, what this all comes down to is a question of control. Your checkout is one of the most critical parts of your business, and these sudden changes really highlight the risk of having someone else limit it without any warning.
It all boils down to this: getting back to selling, setting up recurring revenue, and growing your business. without any limitations holding you back. The whole point is to remove the roadblocks so you can focus on what you're actually passionate about, your customers and your brand.
So, the final takeaway is this. You can wait for Shopify, putting your growth on pause for at least 3 months, hoping you meet their criteria. Or you can take control back. Since there's a solution that gets you running today, the only real question left is, why would you wait?